Good morning, everybody. Happy July. Happy second part of the year? Absolutely. Whatever you didn't accomplish the first half of the year, let's double down and get serious for the second half. Dial in your leverage. Dial in your key trades. Be patient. Maintain an even strain, as they say in The Right Stuff. One of my favorite movies. All right, I'm excited. This week's going to be a weird one, though. Get ready. July. Oh, my goodness. Wait till you see that chart. All right, so let's get into it. So this weekend, my wife and I read the part in Exodus where Moses gave the 10 commandments. So I thought for the next 10 days we'd go through the 10 commandments. They say something like only 40% of Americans can name 4 of them. So let's go through it. So today we're going to do the first one. The first commandment: I am the Lord your God. You shall not have other gods besides me, the one and only. So that's the first commandment. And like I said, we'll go through all 10 of them. Why not? I think it's a great thing. All right, let's get into the nitty gritty, my friends. Let's do it. So let's get, well, that was supposed to go to my keynote. Come on, what happened to my keynote? We go back one slide. Keynote. Let's get into it. So good morning. Welcome to the AM briefing brought to you by microtrader.com, number 209, where together we trade better. And that is one reason I loved, I'm going to just switch back to this cover picture. To me, that represents my group. A bunch of professional, clean-dressed, clean-languaged traders trading together the same chart, looking for the same trades, making the same levels, and discussing how we can become better, how iron sharpens iron. And that's one reason I love that image today. So let's get into the keynote. So news drivers, big week here. Big week here. So tomorrow, Powell and Jolts. Then you're off for 2 days. And then Friday, if you want to come back, and we will be live, non-farm payroll. And guess what next week is, boys and girls? CPI. So Trap the Trader game is going to be on full display. So what will the market do today? Yesterday, Friday, we went up almost the all-time high and slammed it all the way back down to that 55.10 level we have been talking about for 2 weeks. And so typically after a big day, range day, the next day is slump and chop, and it's Monday. So it'll be real interesting to see what happens. So your job, you are a professional risk manager. Even if you're not in my group, if you'll go to microtrader.com and click our system and leverage metrics, I give you the full leverage metrics training that is in the full course at the Core Strategy Academy. So your job is to be a professional risk manager. Do your job. Results. Last week, we were 18 wins, 0 losses, 2 break-evens. I believe both of those break-evens would have become full losers had you not taken the gift to break even. So if you're in my group, go to the trading floor. Saturday morning, we popped live on Zoom as a group and went through every trade. I think it took an hour and a half. If you want to watch that hour and a half video and see how I went through the chart to create the metrics that are in our system, of course, we do that from time to time, but the most recent video is Saturday. And some of the trades from last week are still on the price map at microtrader.com if you want to see it. One little stat here for you. Out of the 1,154 trades, 590 of them are chop trades. 493 were profitable. 15 were flat out losers, nothing I could do about it. And 82 were break evens. And based off all my metrics on those 82 break evens, it's basically a third, where a third was stupid obvious, take the gift of break even. A third, if you didn't do anything, would have became profitable. And a third, if you didn't do anything, could have become full losers. So always realize that on the break evens, it's really kind of a third there. But you know me, especially if you watch me trade live, I am not afraid to take the gift of break even. Why? Why? Because there's another high probability trade around the corner. You just have to wait. So this week, if you're thinking of joining my group on between now and July 4th, there's the subscribe button if you like what we're doing here. So if you want to see about the July 4th, check it out at microtrader.com and click become a member. Tomorrow is the YouTube live. So if you want to check us out live, you can either get you a Zoom pass or watch us trade live tomorrow on YouTube. Seasonality. Oops, I need to update that image because look at July, the month right next to the red rectangle. Looks pretty darn strong. Looks pretty darn strong. So let's get to the chart. So one of the things we like to analyze, where are we horizontally, where are we vertically, and where are we diagonally? Okay. Horizontally is more based off time. And part of that time is time of the year, time of the week. What type of week is it? So remember, we trade Monday, Tuesday, Powell jolts. Then we have a day, 2 days off, and then NFP. Probably going to be a low volume week. It's probably going to be a week that they aren't going to take the market down, but what do I know? So I just know low volume weeks. There's an old saying, don't short a dull market. That is probably in full effect here. Let me click here. There we go. Now that looks better. So where are we with this diagonal? Well, we've had this trend line pretty well established. We tested it here, had a bounce. We've tested it again, having a bounce, and we'll just see what happens. This 5510 number has been the strongest level we've had in a long time, in my humble opinion. We've been here for basically 9 days. In fact, I posted a chart in our group that from the close 9 days ago to the close of yesterday, that's only a 24-point spread on ES. That's unbelievable. So you got the value area high, POC, value area low here for those multi-days. I think that deserves to stay on your chart, and I encourage you to keep it on your chart. So let's come in here. Let's go down to like a 15-minute chart. Let's get a little more granular here. Let's turn on the strong levels, which, by the way, I did not update them because, in my opinion, they did not need to be updated. I believe that how they are still valid, and I would probably still draw them the same way, so I'm going to keep them there. So this 5510 is still the area. I had a long setting here at 5509, did not get me in. I should have maybe front ran it, but I just felt like it was really going to hit it, and it seemed like I was going to be greedy, and I'm okay. If I don't mind a greedy entry and missing it. Oh well, there's another high probability trade around the corner. So let's come in here and let's turn on our session levels. There we go. I can move this out to here. I need to put, hold on, I'm sorry. Where did that level go? Oh, right there. I'm playing with it in my object tree. Sorry, it's in the wrong folder. Let me move it to there. There we go. So still, we've got up. I need to delete this line. It grabbed that liquidity. Did it grab that liquidity too? It sure did. Beautiful. I need to go ahead and get that. And then we have an extended hours low. That's between the close of the New York session and the opening of the Asia session. So there's still one more low right there. So we'll keep it on our chart. We've got this London low. Came all the way down here to 21. Marching back up. The Asia and London highs are equal. Talk about a monster magnet. Let's turn on real quick the pre-flight. I want to adjust this to here. We're going to adjust this half back to here. You got to turn off the magnet tool sometimes, George. Let's get rid of that. So that's the RTH halfback of yesterday. You got the RTH high, then the all-time high right above it. And just know that when we are in this area between the value area low and value area high, this is the monster meat of the 9 days. This is the disgusting middle of trading. Will I take a trade in here? Probably. My trade in here would probably be if we take out this high and I'm given a bounce level to go north. I will probably take that opportunity. We do have some 30-minute levels standing in our way before we even get to this. Careful with shorts above, but we get above here, I would assume all-time highs. I would not be afraid to say that all-time highs are certainly in the realm of possibility this week because of the low volume, because of Powell, because of jolts, because of non-farm payroll, and the low volume. Be careful out there, boys. Be careful, be careful, be careful. So one day, tomorrow morning, we will be live streaming, and I can't wait to trade with my traders live. So good luck today.
Green, my friends. And to learn more about our group, go to microstrader.com.